Hey guys, Jagger Collector here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Star Wars The Black Series, the Galaxy Packaging Clone Wars line, Aurra Sing. Now this has been a very highly anticipated figure by most and by me. I really love the character and Black Series line. I'm starting to think I like it more than Legends, but I don't know if I'm ready to say that yet. They have been doing a lot of re-releases recently, but you know. Anyway, Aurra Sing, beautiful figure. I got her on Amazon for $34.99 Canadian, and I will get into the review right now. Okay, so the first thing I want to point out with this figure is kind of a gripe, is everything to do with this gun. I'm sure it's accurate to the show. It probably is, because, you know, they have had a lot of time to develop this figure. But it's just too long. It's too bulky. It doesn't fit her. It looks like I don't know. It works, but my problem comes with this thing. Really bothers me because it doesn't, like, stay. So how it works is, I assume what you do is you put her, you have to put it like this, I think. You have to have the long side on her shoulder. And then what you do is there are two clips on the gun for this. So there is one right here. You see that? Kind of an indent. And then at the very back of it, there's a little spot for these little things. So how you're going to want to put it in, I think, as it demonstrates, is to put it like that. Okay, please stay. Please stay. And then the bottom one. And see what I mean? It's difficult. It's difficult, but let's keep trying here. And I liked it. I've tried to put it on her with it already together, but the hair's just too awkward for that to ever work. So, okay, almost, and it is not okay. It's not working. That's my point. That's my problem with this figure. It doesn't work, but how it's supposed to go is over her shoulder, and the gun's supposed to go like this. I've had it work, so it does work, but when it's like this, it's like it's a statue. You can't touch it because it'll just fall out. So that's a problem with the figure. So for the rest of you guys, I'm sorry, but I'm going to put this to the side. I'll show it to you, though, first. It's actually a quite nice gun. I like the gun. I just it work. It's Aurra Sing's gun. It's what you use in the Clone Wars, but it's just in action figure form. It just feels weird. So that's my only problem with it. But here, other than this, the rest of the figure is pretty good. It reuses a few parts from Admiral Holdo. I think the legs and this bottom piece. I don't know about the boots. But I know Foosh pointed that out. But she also does come with two pistols. So these are really cool because they have two trigger fingers. They're both identical, but nonetheless, that's very cool. Her fingers are very odd. And this also goes back to the gun. I know we're going to keep coming back to it. But putting it in this hand is very difficult. Sorry. Excuse me. But it's very difficult. It goes in that hand easily, but then this one, if you want to you know, okay, I guess I should do it this way. So you put it in like this first, but the way the fingers are positioned, it's so awkward that they're kind of in a harder plastic, but it's not that affects them. It's that they're just so long because it's hard to bend them, but it works once you get it. It's just you can't get that good dynamic poses with it. I mean, you can, but yeah, I don't like this gun. But these guns, on the other hand, are really good, and it's kind of satisfying. They go in both right there, so you can see the two of her fingers kind of in there. And then I'll put those on the other one. The holsters are very cool. For sure. She has these chains going across her outfit. But other than that, besides this and this, it's kind of just an orange outfit. It's an orange bodysuit, but that's what Aurra Sing is. That's what I have nostalgia for, is this outfit. She's an awesome character, and I'm so happy we finally have her in action figure form, in 6-inch. Her hair is very cool. It has this bit of shading here, just to add some more color. And then it has a couple of these, prints on her hair. beads or something. And then her ponytail, which is weird because she's bald. But, it's just, you know, it's always weird to see this. And then this thing, it's accurate, but it's just, like, once again, in action figure form, it just looks so out of place. It looks like a sprue. It looks like that's what, like, that's a sprue. That's what she came off the factory line from. You can also take this jacket off. I did notice that my figure, because I did order from Amazon, had a bit of white scuffage here. Maybe I could get that off with, I don't know, some goof off or, I don't know. But the face is very, very good. I wanted to point that out. I do get a lot of vibes with this figure with the, what's her name? Asajj Ventress. Now that I have them together, they're obviously very different, but just like, you know, two bald, super pasty white, like super, super pasty white. Voldemort white. But back to Aurra. So, like I said, you can take this jacket off. She has some of these, like, accessories in the back. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a comm thing. Maybe, I don't know, taser, something. She has this band going across her arm, not on the other one. And then she does have these little bracelet things, which are pretty cool. And then there's some printing on the back of the holster kind of wraparound things. There's the detail on the back. Boots. Very, very good figure. Love this figure a lot. Love the Black Series. She's looking great. So, before I get into the articulation segment, I did want to read off her bio and kind of show you her box. So she's 8 in, she is 8th in the Clone Wars Galaxy packaging line. The next one is the, the next one I guess is never ever going to happen because it keeps getting delayed. It's the, what's his name? 212th Clone Trooper. So Aurra's bio is a feared bounty hunter known for her chalk white skin and built-in comlink antenna. That's what it is. Aurra Sing was an expert sniper and trained assassin who would work for anyone who paid her. Love the bounty hunters. And I love these characters that the Black Series have made recently. I think the last 3 have all been just insanely good. You got Ventress and Bane. And then the Clone Wars wave, like the Walmart, the 4 of them are also really good. But that is Aurra Sing. So let's get into the articulation of this awesome figure. Okay, so for the articulation on her head, it's kind of stiff. It's not as posable as some of the recent Black Series figures, but it's good nonetheless. And then the head goes up that far. Not a lot of up and down movement. I mean, you can kind of see that's all you get. This hair is what really gets in the way. It does look like it would go back more, and it kind of can, but I don't want to mess with that. And then the head tilts to that side that much and the other side that much, you know, full 360. It's just, it's obviously hindered because of this. I would say it's very similar to Asajj Ventress's head articulation, but just with hair. So then the arms go out this far, and they go around 360. Single jointed elbow goes in pretty good, and then this hand is up and down like the gun hand, and both of them are. She doesn't have any butterfly joints, which is kind of throws me off because most of them recently at least have. Her ab crunch goes down that much, not that much, back that far, and then it goes side, full 360. So you can kind of see I love doing this with the Black Series figures because it just shows how posable they are. Legs kick up fairly far, but obviously this stuff gets hindered because this is attached to this, so then it doesn't go as far, and then when you do it, the leg will just kick, so you can get it, or not kick, but turn, but you can get it pretty high. It's just going to look a little awkward, and then you got to kind of reposition it, so that's a bit of a problem, but the legs kick up that far, and then they kick back very little. I mean, they can go to the side. She can do the splits that far. Upper thigh cut, very stiff though. Double jointed knees. They don't do pinless, but they should. But it's kind of weird seeing this in 2021. And then double jointed knees. Ankles rockers go up, down, and then the ankle rocker, beautiful ankle pivot. So that is the articulation on Aurra. Okay, so there she is with the gun. But before I get into my final thoughts, I do want to do a couple quick comparisons as usual. So here's Aurra Sing next to probably the figure she's going to be displayed with on most shelves, if I can get them here, is Cad Bane. They've obviously worked together in the Clone Wars, and boy, oh boy, do they look beautiful together. Great. That is so intimidating. I hope we keep getting those bounty hunters from the Clone Wars, like that IG unit. Here is Aurra Sing next to the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, so kind of her, well, when Jango died, she kind of took him under her wing, so that's cool. And then I wanted to show her off next to the, move Boba over, next to the Aurra Sing, or not the Aurra Sing, oh my god, this is Aurra Sing, the Asajj Ventress. So, why won't you stand? Oh, so many good figures this year and last year. Black Series is getting so good. Love seeing all these new figures. So there's kind of the comparison of them all. They obviously look very good. And then lastly, I just wanted to show her off next to a kind of a standard clone. Not standard because it's Coruscant, but just the basic, you know, body. So let's get into my final thoughts now. So take these figures away. Overall, this figure, I don't think it disappoints. The gun thing it's a gripe, but it's kind of expected with anything like that. They haven't done anything different with that on figures who need those kind of things to hold their guns on their shoulders. So it's always been like this, and I think it'll continue to be unless they start molding it to it, which would kind of, I don't know, be iffy. But overall, I'm going to give this figure, I think I'm going to give it a 7.7 out of 10. The articulation's a little stiff for me, but other than that, it gets the point across, and I don't think I'm ever going to need another Aurra Sing. This is perfect, works. She's intimidating as hell, looks great, looks exactly like her, and if you guys see her, go out and buy her, because every single Black Series figure goes faster than toilet paper at the beginning of Corona. So make sure you go out and you get her, because she's great, and you won't regret it. I have been Jagger. She has been Aurra Sing. And I will see you in my next review, which, I don't know, maybe it's Tech. Maybe it's Wrecker. Maybe it's the Coruscant Trooper. Or maybe it's this Nestle Pure Life 75% drink and water bottle. Bye, guys.